is not a function of roots. There is no rational or irrational number that is now, or any term that bears this particular function root. So if there is any, we should be thinking of applying rationalization method. The next method should be what we call L'Hopital's rule. L'Hopital's rule holds in every function. A function that is not factorizable and is also does not contain root of a function. For you to be able to solve it, the limit of that function, you are free to apply L'Hopital's rule. So what does this L'Hopital's rule state? L'Hopital's rule states that you differentiate the numerator and the denominator separately, and the derivative have to be term by term. Now let's further ahead using or applying L'Hopital's rule. That is, differentiate both the numerator and the denominator separately. So if we do that, this is going to give us limits as x approaches 0 of, now if we differentiate the first term here, we have what you call an exponential function. Once you differentiate any exponential function of this nature, its derivative remain the same. So if we differentiate it, we are going to have the same thing, a to power x. This minus is this. Differentiate 1 is a constant. Once you differentiate any constant, its derivative automatically becomes 0, divided by that of x. If we differentiate x, we are going to have 1. How did we have 1 here? We're trying to differentiate x, for instance. So here you ask yourself, what is the power of x? Is 1. The coefficient of x here is also 1. For you to differentiate, you multiply the power by the coefficient. After that, you subtract the power by 1. If we do that, 1 times 1 will give us 1 times x to the power 1. Then subtract the power by 1 minus 1. So that becomes 1 times x to the power 1 minus 1 will give us 0. Therefore, 1 times x to the power 0, as we all know, will be equal to 1. Therefore, 1 times 1 will give us 1. So that is why the derivative of x gives us 1. Therefore, this simply becomes limit as x approaches 0 of e to the power x minus 0 will give us e to the power x divided by 1 will still give us the same thing. So the next thing is for us to take the limits. Taking the limits, so we have that this becomes e to the power, since x approaches 0, means that wherever you see x, you put it to be 0, that becomes 0. So which is equal to e to the power 0 automatically is 1. Because from the law of indices, anything that raises itself to the power 0 will automatically be 1.